Hey, this is a video response to ChristopherMast about bodies and funerals and closures and all that stuff. Well, I think you're right. Society today does need that closure. Something about seeing the person for the last time, I guess, is probably why. I guess it really depends also on how you left them. Most people, in a lot of cases, don't know, that someone's necessarily going to die. So I think that, if you just, the last time you saw the person, you were just, getting ready for work or school or saying goodnight or whatever the case, you weren't prepared for them to just be gone. So I think a big part of it has to do with the fact that you want to have some kind of last goodbye for them. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, in my opinion. I've dealt with death a lot over the years, and I've had my mom, my grandma, and my father die. My dad died when I was 9. Now for him, I wanted to see his body just because I had never met him. I had only talked to him on the phone a few times. He wasn't really in my life. So for me, when he died, I needed to see him in person. Even though, he passed away, I still felt the need to actually see him, since I had never met him before. It seemed kind of necessary. I was only 9, but I knew that I wanted to see him. So I think for me that I can explain that one pretty easily. My mom died when I was 13, and she had a lot of drug issues and stuff like that, but I was really close to her over the years, and she died pretty suddenly. I literally woke up one day and she had passed away in her sleep. So the state she was in when we found her was not pretty. So I think I wanted to see her one last time. That really was closure for me, just because I wanted to see her one last time in a peaceful state, I guess. I had seen her just struggling for so many years with the drugs and kind of depressed and things like that. So I think seeing her at peace in the end is probably why. And I mean, obviously it's my mom and I was young, so I wanted to, say goodbye, but I think a big part of it, and the closure aspect of it, was because of that. Let's see, my grandma died when I was 16. I was really close with her. Her and I were probably closer than me and my mom ever were. And I think that, stop. Sorry, my dogs are fighting. Stop! Alright, so my grandma, I was very close to her, and I think since she died very suddenly, and she had cancer, and she literally was diagnosed with cancer on Monday morning, and apparently it spread and all that, and by Thursday evening she was pretty out of it and pretty sick, and then Friday morning she passed away from her first dose of chemo. Her body just couldn't take it. So it was pretty sudden. They told her she had a few weeks, and she literally just died. So for her, I was really close to her, and my uncle, which was her son, was as well. So, and he hadn't seen her in probably a few years, because he was living in Atlanta at the time and we were in California then. So I know why he needed to see her. He was really close to her. They were really close. And when you don't see, a parent for that many years and you're close to them like that, I think that you just have to see him one last time, I think that's the only thing that makes sense. You just have to say, I saw this person one last time. Because a lot of times, you're probably not expecting it. Most of the time when people die, I think that they die kind of, not completely suddenly, but in a lot of cases they're probably more sudden than not. So I really think that It's more of just being able to say I saw that person one last time and said my goodbyes. So I really think that's what it is. People are just too sad to have parties. Everybody says that too. My grandma and my mom both said, you know, I better not see anybody cry when I die at my funeral, because I want to hear people laugh and joke, and it just doesn't happen. You're too upset, you know. So maybe later down the road you're able to do that, but I don't think funerals are... I imagine if you did, people would probably announce that you're a heartless bitch or asshole, depending.